All right, good morning. Happy Monday. Today we are looking at rounding numbers, and we're going to start with rounding to the nearest 10. So what we talked about even before you had assigned this lesson is when you're rounding to the nearest 10, you're choosing what kind of friendly number or what number, if you were counting by tens, would the number you're looking at be closest to. So for example, if the number we were working with was 33, we know the two numbers that are closest to 33 if you count it by 10 would be 30 on kind of the one side of the number if you count it down, and if you count it up, it would be 40. 33 is closer to 30, so you would round it down to 30. If you were rounding 33 to the nearest 10, you would round it to the closest number. So numbers that would round down to 30 would be 31, 32, we know 33, right? And 34. Starting with 35, that's when we're going to start rounding up to the next number. So let's put like a little gap here in this visual. So from 35, we're going to round that up to 40, and same with 36, 37, 38, and 39. Those are going to all round up to the next number. We'll talk about this for the next few days, and hopefully it'll start to make more sense if it doesn't yet for you. Today we're going to kind of work through this page called Rounding to the Nearest Tens. At the top it says, there's a contest at Marty's Math Emporium. You spin the spinner. We're talking about this spinner on the right, this picture. And you're going to win a gift card for that number, but the gift card is going to be rounded to the nearest 10. So then it wants you to know, what gift card will you get each time? It's asking you to use a number line or base 10 blocks. We're going to focus on number lines to show why your answer makes sense. So the first one says the spinner lands on 16. I'm going to use the number line. I'm going to find where I think 16 would be. So I have a number line that goes from 0 all the way to 100. 16 is going to be between 10 and 20. And these little dash marks would be kind of like 11, 12. They go up by 1. 13, 14, 15, 16. So this one looks like 16. And 16 is closer to 20. So to answer this question, I'm going to mark the number line, and then I'm going to round 16 to the nearest 10, which is 20. Okay, let's do one more. The spinner lands on number 1. Number 1 is going to be at the very beginning of your number line. Hey, and it will be closer to the 0. So it's going to round down to the 0. So if you spin a number 1, your gift card is going to be worth $0. That's too bad. All right, so you can finish those next two questions on your own. Well, there's 3 of them. And then the last part of this just makes you think a little bit. So it says, suppose Marty changed the numbers on the spinner, but you still get the same gift card each time. So we have to change the numbers on the spinner, but the gift card we get needs to be the same. So remember when we rounded 16, we decided that that was going to round up to 20. So if we're going to change out the blue number, which is 16, we need to pick a number that will still round to 20. So we have lots of options of numbers that would round to 20 if we go back and look at our number line. Any number that I pick on the number line that's closer to 20 than it is to 10 or than it is to 30 is going to round to 20. So I could choose this one here, which would be 18. That's 2 away. That would round up to 20. I could also go over 20, and as long as I stay under 25, it should round down to 20. So this one here is 24, and that would round down to 20. So there's a range of maybe 9 numbers that you could choose. 1, 2, 3, 10 numbers that you could choose. I'll just choose 24 just to show us that we have 24 as our answer. And that's how you're going to do those next 3 questions. And that's the activity. So if you finish the activity and there's time left, you can go on to Splash Learn and you can work on some of the things, some of the activities that we've loaded onto there.